everybody, and welcome to Dynamic GT League's Formula Murray Championship for the final race of the Championship, Race 9 from Abu Dhabi. And joining us on commentary as we look at the standings is Ray. I hope you're well, Ray.
I'm doing fine. How's yourself?
Not bad, not bad. A bit weird doing commentary this late on a different day, but there we go. Now, we mentioned it last week. Demon R has won the championship. Which means, Ray, he's got to do something today.
The Champions Challenge.
Absolutely. And somehow, Steve F1, going into this race, is still in second place. Now, he might not be in second. Go on.
Air fryer.
I thought I heard a beep. Yeah, it just needs a little shake, but it'll be all right. It's just the gammon to go in my omelette for when I'm finished. Yeah, so Steve F1, he could stay in second place, but it may depend on what Ray's thought of the day is.
I don't have one because I've just been driving for like 2 hours.
Oh, well, what can I say? I haven't got one either.
What of the day is for the... What's the driver's thoughts on this season?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. Also, I do want to ask the drivers, if we were to at some point do another teams championship, should Artpal and Twilight be either A, forced to pair up as defending champions, or have the choice if they want to pair up as defending champions?
I'd say since they're the only champions, fucking force them.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Although saying that, it would be quite nice to give them the option and then see if they actually choose not to defend it. But, having said that, if they wanted to ever turn that championship into a gold star one, maybe they'd need to defend it in a full championship. Anyway, let's take a little walk down the grid, shall we, Ray?
Yep, we've got SGP there in first place. And in second place, we've got George in the Mercedes, not the actual George that drives for Mercedes, another George. And in third place, we've got SRI. Fourth place, whose livery is that? Luke's livery. Fifth place, we're on Artpal.
Yep.
I think. And then sixth place, we've got Jason. Seventh is Twilight. Eighth, we've got Jimmy with his, I don't know,
purple, whatever livery.
Yeah. And then ninth, we've got Nelly with the black and luminous green. And then 10th, we've got Dave the Harp. Jesus Christ. 11th, we've got Gary. 12th, that's Rich Blues. 13th, who's... that's Numpty.
Yep.
And at the back is the man doing the Champions Challenge, Demon R.
Yeah, so when the lights go out, Demon R is not going to be going anywhere. He is going to have to wait until the lead car gets to the penultimate corner. Usually it's the final corner, but it's such a short run from final to start-finish line. It'd be a bit cruel to make him do that as we are now at 4 lights, 5 lights, and away they go. And let's see, SGP looked like he got a good start. George with a little wobble, and actually SRI maybe making a move around the outside. Oh no, Dobby! Oh, he went late on the brakes, and a little concertina. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, the SGP's been spun round. George going over to the side, waiting for him there. Yeah,
on the pack cab. So that's put SRI into the lead of the race, with Luke challenging him out of the hairpin, as Demon R, as I mentioned, not moving. Well, this spices things up a little bit for the final race of the championship, doesn't it? Two drivers that, no offence to them, would not have expected to be leading this race halfway through the first lap.
No, and look, getting a slipstream from SRI. SRI having to keep it tight, that'll let Luke open up the accelerator that little bit earlier. As we can see, he's made a bit of a gap, about 210s, 310s.
That he has. Jason's gained a few places as well, making a move now on Artpal. And Nelly right there. Artpal actually looking to do a little bit of a switch back as we now head into the most difficult sector of the circuit. Where do you brake? Where do you turn? Do you make the corner? Jason nearly didn't with a little help from Artpal.
Yeah, that made them free wide. You don't want to be free wide in this sector.
No. Okay, so as the leaders then are approaching the penultimate corner, Demon R gets going and gets a bit sideways as well. Now, he has got boost, but to be honest, I don't think we'll see him factoring in this race. Last time I think he did a Champions Challenge, it was in Bathurst, and it took about 30 minutes to catch the back. Oh, it was Artpal! Ooh.
Yeah, Braken just caught him out. Nelly a wee bit wide there. Just needs to be careful he doesn't get penalty. As Artpal back on Jason now. Would you be looking to make an overtake into here after what just happened at turn 1?
Well, you know what? Maybe not. No, because if I've compromised, if Artpal's compromised Jason out of turn 1, then making the move into the hairpin may be a bit unfair, but he has got a fair run now down the first part of the back straight as George here has got himself back up into 10th place, but did just have a moment with Numpty, I think it was, through turns 1 and 2 as Rich Blues, and it almost looked like he forgot the track narrows there.
Yeah, and now there's SGP jumping over the curbs. Oh, George, you don't want to be way out there. Curb more likely to spin is who's a green car? Rich Blues and SGP having a wee bit of a battle there. Yeah, a little ding dong as Artpal still trying to fend off Jason. And while this battle is happening, it is allowing Hoagie, which is Luke, and SRI to pull away a bit at the front. And the car going over the start-finish straight now, though, that is Demon R as it gets very busy. What do you make of this final sector, Ray, with these off-camber corners and the barriers so close? That makes it very tricky, and it's bad enough going 2 wide, never mind 3, 4 wide. Oh, as George has just sent Twilight into the Twilight Zone. But he's went overtake after that. Would have been doing that. Yeah, you asked it a lap previously, so it's a good question. I don't think we have anything specific in the rules regarding that, but I think it's just kind of like a sportsmanship thing, isn't it? One thing to think as well is, obviously these cars don't have brake lights. Drivers are going to be braking at different points depending on how much they want to push or perhaps how much they trust their ability. So if you have got cars in front of you, it is your responsibility to not hit the back of them, even if they do brake a little bit earlier for a corner, like with SGP. Yeah. And I think SGP... Yeah, it was SGP. Because I think SGP's waited for it. No, SGP's waited for Gary. I think. Maybe not. No, SGP's here. It was further back. It's other car. It's Jason. I think. It's Jason had an issue then. He was up in... Yeah. He was battling with Artpal a moment ago. Yeah, I just spotted that. He is. Yeah, he is. He's now into 9th place. Apologies, folks. Well, was waffling a bit. Oh, someone just got sideways in a black car or a dark-coloured car. It might have had to be Gary, I would guess. Is that Twilight? Yeah, Twilight and SGP side by side. Now, I should mention as well that obviously this is the first time official racing in the DGT League around this circuit, and for some of the drivers it may actually be the first time they've ever driven this circuit. Now, how do you think the guys are going to get on with tyres, Ray? I reckon you could one-stop it, but if you're in a pack, you're best looking for a 2-stop. How you go about that, maybe stop early, and then your second stop's just that little bit early. It gives you enough time to catch up, but not too early that you're going to get overrun with tyres. But yeah, one stop about halfway.
Oh, Dave going a little bit quick into the chicane. He's got to move done as the car ahead of him. Big wobble. That was Twilight on the pack cam there as George now makes the move on Nelly. Now, we know George has got pace, but to be fair, SGP did pip him in qualifying. But I suppose around here, I mean, you mentioned about tyres, how fast people push could affect it. So we'll have to keep an eye on people's tyres.
George, he's showing his aggressive side, isn't he?
I wasn't really looking there. I didn't see where they were positioned.
Wheel to wheel there, but as we've got Art Pal coming in the pits.
Oh!
No, he's not.
Well, he is. What's that song? That famous song?
Famous song. Another car in the wall.
Well, I was going to use a different word, but yeah. Just another brick in the wall. Oh, Jimmy! Wow, big time sideways moment, and that can happen around turn 1. I mean, it's interesting, you know, maybe what we should do, like when, I mean, obviously this championship, well, actually, yeah, it is this year. We have done like a few different things on the race footage, like having the flyover to show the track. And something we've talked a little bit when we've done that is where are the spin zones? Basically, corners where drivers could spin. So, for example, here, the exit of this corner, exit of turn 1, the hairpin, not really. Unless you get too aggressive. But then the final corner, we've seen a lot of cars spinning in practice at the final corner as Art Pal is battling with Formula Gary. And that's Art Pal's pitted, hasn't he? So he's definitely on a 2-stop.
But I don't think you'd get it. What?
22
laps?
laps? No. But it's a very early time to stop, like the end of lap 4. But would leave it with 22 laps to go, so maybe split it 11-11.
11.
Yeah, 11. Okay, so SRI's dropped back a little bit from Luke. That's on the pack cam. SGP closing in on the back of Nelly. And as I mentioned, SGP's had a beautiful run through turn 1 there.
Yeah, and how's he going to handle the downforce here? It doesn't look like it's bothering him too much. He's not really. No, I thought he would have went out wide there, but it's not. And he's 2 tenths up on his time at the minute.
Yeah.
So he gets a good drive out of here. Now that corner is a nightmare because people take so many different lines.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes it was letting people get on the power early.
Oh!
Sometimes it wasn't. Oh, what's going on there?
Oh!
Big, massive.
Oh, SGP. So while I was watching out the pack cam, something happened with SGP. I don't know if he messed up the chicane, but yeah, there was a bit of bumping and grinding. Maybe we should force Art Pal and Twilight to be teammates next championship, or next time we do a teams championship. Yeah, it looked like Art Pal had a great run out of the hairpin. Oh, there's Demon R, currently set in purple sectors. Now, tyre wear, whether that'll affect Demon R much or not, I don't know. But something that I did hear he was considering was if he's got to spend majority of this race with boost way at the back, then maybe going with an aero setting that is great.
Come to cut in the corner, Jimmy, there.
Yeah, I spotted that. Yeah, perhaps going with an aero setting that works really well with the boost. Could give exceptional lap times, but not sure what it will do to the tyres. Now, you mentioned about the different lines people could use through.
I don't know who it was.
Might be Jason. Yeah, so when you mentioned that on the pack cam, there was about 8 cars going round the hairpin that we're heading down to now, and all using different lines. And that's what I was looking at when Art Pal and Twilight started getting a little bit bumpy, as SGP got a bit of a run here on Nelly, and going for the move down the inside, is he? No. Oh, Nelly! Oh dear. Well, that works for SGP.
SGP has to pull away from him. But on the back cam, SRI's getting close to somebody.
Yeah, that he is, and it isn't his wife, it's Luke. SRI's tyre wear's quite high compared to a few others that we've seen.
Oh, looks off. Looks off.
Oh,
He's back.
he's back.
He's back.
He's lucky that the barriers are really close there, because if
Yeah.
they were, Pat Cab, Jason. Okay, Jason didn't pit. He's in 8th place at the moment. Okay, I wonder then if Luke has got a little bit of wear on his tyres, and having SRI close that gap in that's what piles the pressure on. He's gone a little bit wide as well. But also, just in the background was George a moment ago as we move back down to Rich Blues, who's got Numpty right behind him. We're not just being rude there. We've got someone in the pits.
That's a late pit entry. That's going to be a penalty.
You might be right. It looks like
cross a line.
It looks like Gary's one into the pits. So I thought someone went in before him, but apparently not. Okay, so we've got Dave and Jimmy. Jimmy's tyres. Look at his wear. Twilight. He's recently. So it must have been Twilight that pitted last lap.
Yeah.
Oh, Demon R's ahead of Formula Gary.
No, he's not that far back on the track map now as we go back to SRI and Luke battling. I want to see Luke's tyres.
Yeah, so do I, because I've got a feeling they're hurting a little bit. SRI able to keep a slightly tighter line. Let's see how Luke's car handles the tight, twisty corners. Someone on the pack cam just went a little bit deep, and there is George closing that gap. Luke went a little bit wide again, but I think he's got away with it. He's okay. But I would like to see his tyres.
George's tyres are kind of the same as SRI's.
SGPs were pretty good. Nelly's similar. Art Pal doing that early pit stops in great shape. Jason must have pitted as well. Dave and Jimmy, their tyres are burning up a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the pit soon. As Numpty had a little look up the inside of Rich Blues there, but couldn't get it done. Who's that behind Numpty? Is it Gary? No, it's not Gary. It's Twilight.
What? Twilight? Yeah. Yeah, Twilight.
Yeah.
As we see Dave the Harp going in the pits.
Nelly in the pits as well from 5th place, sorry. So it'll be interesting to see where they come out. Jimmy missing the apex at turn 1 by a mile. Very easily done. You just have to be careful of how wide you run. Demon R's pitted as well. Now, when we were on him, his tyres weren't that bad, so...
Yeah, it's Luke's tyres.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that...
And he's got a bit more than SRI,
yeah. That front right tyre, which would suggest he's probably pushing the car a little bit more through the long left-hander they're just going through now, and turn 1 and 2. The question, though, will be, when do they pit? Because if you pit in now, you're definitely not one stopping the race. And George, once again, has closed that gap. His tyre wear's looking about the same as SRI's, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I thought I caught up over the wall there.
Sorry, I looked at the pack cam just as Twilight got a very close look at the back end of another car.
Well, George coming up in the back of SRI, that's going to give Luke a wee bit of a breathing space.
Unless SRI doesn't fight an attack and follows George up to Luke.
That's also a question we might need answered. What does SRI do?
But I am wondering why Demon R has pitted at the end of lap 8, because on his tyres, I would fully expect him to comfortably be able to one-stop the race. Luke's tight. Luke needs to pit. But, no. He's in a situation, though, isn't he, where if he pits now, he's definitely two-stopping. If he can do another 2 laps, maybe he can one-stop it. But the amount of time he might lose could offset... you'd maybe better go do the stop.
In the second half might last that extra lap or 2 if you don't push them straight out the box.
Oh!
That's alright. Try to keep a tighter line as we've got. Is that Demon R? No?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I think he was close to the back of Dave the Arp, didn't touch him. Got on the power. I'm actually hearing it was the first time he took the hairpin in first gear, thinking it was in second gear. So when he put the throttle down, it spun. What a numpty. Talking of numpties,
Oh,
he isn't one. It's
Jimmy's
oh, oh. Is that going to be a penalty?
Oh, I don't know, but that's like George has distracted SRI and George is through.
Yeah, that he is. Oh, with a big slide. I think, though, if I was SRI at this point, I'd be fairly comfortable because, I mean, we know George is quick, but SRI's tyres are actually better condition. SGP's not that far away, and his tyres will comfortably do another 3-4 laps. He's on for the one stop. Jimmy hasn't got a lot of... Nelly's... Hang on a minute.
Is he not done tyres again?
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure he pitted a lap or so ago. Right, well, Jimmy's tyres are at a point where he could do with pitting. As SRI is still on the back of George on the pack cam. Let's see, then we've got formerly Gary and Dave the Harp. Gary has pitted, Dave has pitted, Twilight has pitted, and Jimmy hasn't. And this kind of shows that for Jimmy in this position, and you mentioned it at the start, if you're in the pack, you might be better off doing the extra stop because you don't actually lose that much time.
I think Jimmy get caught out and Gary get caught out with the track narrowing there.
Demon R on the pack cam is at the back of this train of cars next to Rich Blues. Oh! Little touch. Oh!
Demon R's in the barrier.
Check it out. A burger bar. Okay, Dave the Art making the move, I believe, up the inside of Formula Gary, or is he trying to defend?
Yeah, I think he was making the move. Nearly squeezed him off the track there. And that corner's difficult for that somebody off track. Watch how you come back on.
Yeah,
he's trying his best there.
He may get a penalty for cutting the corner, but he did the right thing. Jimmy's tyres are gone. But yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Oh, wow. Interesting. No!
Twilight's
spun it. Well, Dave the Harp had a moment on the exit of the final corner as well, but saved it. Twilight may have been reacting to that and ended up completely spinning around, which now puts him in 14th place, with Demon R ahead of him. So if Demon R had decided to pit early to try and avoid any traffic, it hasn't worked because he's right at the back of all of the traffic.
Yeah, it's going to have to play out and see what happens in the later parts of the race, because if all this traffic and whatnot's keeping with Demon R, or Demon R has to get through it, is Numpty and Jimmy have a wee coming together. His name's not Numpty, it's Bob.
Yeah.
So.
It's just unfortunately, again, the nicknames are featured on the screen.
George
George.
Is SRI forward?
No, SRI's carried on. He's got better tyre life. Okay, now he may have been better off following George in, because George is potentially going to, he's going to get an undercut on him, even if he doesn't get the boost. SGP's carried on, but he's got considerably better tyre condition as we look at Demon R there, going under the hotel that Rich Blues was due to be staying in a couple of weeks' time, but now he can't for some reason. Okay, a lot of movement around the final couple of corners there. What traffic?
There was a car that was from the left of the track, racing track, straight across into the pit lane there.
Ooh.
They're going to have a penalty, but that was near enough dangerous.
Yeah.
Did that catch Demon R out there, or was it the speed of everybody else going through there?
Wow. It's a
Demon
good
R
question.
on the back of Nelly here. If we can get a drive out here, he'll have the double slipstream. For Dave the Harp and Nelly, but he's already pulled out.
Luke!
So,
he's had a moment on the exit of the chicane. So he's lost a chunk of time now. Arpal actually gaining on him. Arpal having pitted end of lap 4. Will be needing another stop. So Demon R did get the move on Nelly. He's now got Dave the Harp ahead of him. I mean, it's... I'm trying to think. So with 14 cars on the grid, the last car with boost will be 7th place. So Demonar now will not have boost, meaning I would not expect to see him running away from the cars right behind him as SGP.
SRI and SRI, both in pits.
Okay, so as they make their way out of the pit lane, they're going to come out way ahead of Demon R. So yeah, Demon R is going to come under a lot of pressure as Nelly got very close to the back of Dave the Harp.
Even though Luke's at the moment, is it going to be ahead of SRI and SGP here?
It looks like he is, yeah. So even with that bit of a spin, but he did pit a couple of laps earlier, didn't he? I don't know if he was in a boost position, but fresh tyres compared to old knackered ones was a very different tyre life. Oh, Demon R's got a penalty! Cheating swine!
Yeah, well, that's going to push him back towards Nelly and Dave the Harp, so he's not going to get that drive away that he wants to try and pull away with. Absolutely,
it's Dave the Harp having a look up the inside of Nelly. Nelly having a look up the inside of Demon R. Managing to give each other space. This might work out quite nice for Dave the Harp as the two ahead end up slowing each other down. And yeah, here we go then. Demon R we know is going to have a penalty to serve there. And Dave the Harp says thank you very much and passes to both of them because I'm guessing Nelly had a penalty as well. Oh, and Nelly!
Oh, Nelly came back and just bopped your unk. Where is Nelly?
Oh, he's there.
Way out there.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he definitely made a bit of a mistake there, but he's done the right thing. Not taking Dave out, he's done the right thing in waiting for Dave. So Art Pal here was... Oh, he's heading to the pits now. Yeah, so he's done... Oh, no! Oh, no! Beep, beep, beep. This vehicle is reversing. You know what that is, Ray, don't you?
Yeah, try 5.
That's what she said. Okay, so...
Emotional damage!
Yep, that one. Art Pal, unfortunately, has had some struggles with pit entries in this championship, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. How many times he done it at
Spain?
Spain? Twice.
Yeah. Although one of them was SGP's fault, I think. Was SGP already sideways? I can't remember. Okay, so Art Pal has now pitted for what should be his final time. But interestingly, Art Pal pitting has moved Demon R up another space. So it'll now be Nelly that gets no boost, which means Demon R may be able to maximise his pace without being attacked from behind. So we'll see how this plays out. George, though, leading the way at the moment from Luke, who's on the pack cam. Let's see, there's quite a gap actually between George and Luke at the moment, but that'll be from Luke having his bit of a spin, won't it?
Yep.
Now, I wonder has Jimmy pitted yet? I hope so. Oh! Well, someone's facing the wrong direction. Yeah. Yeah, so he may not have pitted yet. I highly would recommend... Well, if he has, he's had a massive moment there. And if he hasn't, he needs to pit. Okay, Gary, on the back of Twilight. And you know what? I think Twilight's actually having one of his better races here. Although he may... Oh, SRI's on the back of Luke. So the... Nah, that's had nothing to do with boost, has it? That's just SRI putting in a quick lap time and Luke having his moment. I wonder if he may have had another one somewhere as well as on the back cam. Gary making a move on Twilight into the hairpin. And Demon R's right behind them as well. There's a good view of 3 different lines through that corner. And Demon R got a great run out of there. Now...
But SRI needs to get past Luke ASAP because SJP's they are behind them as well.
I think Nelly's just had a moment on the exit of the chicane in the middle of the 2 straights. And yeah, you're absolutely right. SGP is right there. So SRI could do with making a move if he can. What he doesn't want to do, though, is go for a move and get it wrong, because around it would be very costly. But I am thinking, though, whether Luke's tyres will get to the end. I don't know if they will.
How many laps have got to go? 17?
10, 9.
10?
Oh, SRI making the move. So Luke didn't have the best of exits turn 1. SRI gets that move done quite nicely. Jason back into the pit, so he feels his tyres. Well, that'd be his second stop actually, and he pitted fairly early, I think, from what I can remember. So let's see what Luke can do here. And this is where it would make sense for him to not push too hard, wouldn't it? And just follow SRI. SGP's got great life in his tyres. And maybe that's why there's that bit of a gap between SGP and the few cars ahead of him. Because he has been nursing those tyres.
And want to try and do a fight. Oh, look, slow.
If we found... Go on.
I don't think SRI will be liking that.
No. Well, I'm wondering if that is a bogey corner for Luke, because he's had a couple of issues there. As on the pack cam, it's getting very busy around Art Pal, making a move on Twilight with Jimmy in front of him. As we look at George, tyres looking fine. Lap times aren't looking too bad either. Oh, no! This lap time might be a little bit slower. Yeah. Well, where's SRI then? Well, you know what? Luckily,
he's just coming round the final corner now.
Well, George
he's went wide. He's gone wide. He's pushing too hard.
Maybe. I
mean, does he not want to sit at the front and just kind of, you know, that way of just nursing a gap? Do you think George is the one that wants to get as furthest away as possible, no matter what cost?
Prove a point. Make a statement, maybe. As someone was heading into the pits there, it may have been Twilight, not entirely sure. Okay, Demon R has been on his tyres for a few laps, and they're looking fine, and lap time's looking all right at the moment. Obviously, he did a lot of the race with boost so far, but currently in 5th place, this straight behind the car ahead of him, which is Luke. As we now see Art Pal, it was Twilight in the pit, so Art Pal and Jimmy with Dave the Harp and Jason right behind them.
Yeah.
Yay, Jimmy's pitted.
Yeah, he's good. He's doing a one stop.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I think he tried a no stop.
Yeah, that would be brave. Okay, Luke now.
And he does that in the corners as well.
Yeah. Okay, hey, George here heading into the final corner. He's wide. Oh my goodness. Oh, dear.
He's going to burn his tyres. Do you think George might have to put?
Well, if he keeps doing that, yeah.
SRI and SGP tyres are quite close together.
Yeah, Luke's are a lot further back. Art Pal and Jimmy's are fairly even. Jimmy going a bit deeper. I was going to mention, do you think it's possible that Luke is in a situation now where he may start pushing too much to try and keep up with SRI and SGP?
He could be. Like, I don't want Demon R getting near me. Let me try and keep up with views, and that's letting Jason get a run down into turn 1. Is he going to get it stopped in that tighter line? We don't know, because SRI's going from left to right.
He did get the move done. There may have been a little bit of a touch on the exit of turn 1 as Jimmy all over the back of Dave the Harp now, as SGP attacking SRI after the after Luke's horrible corner.
SGP up the inside. He's going to have to keep it down. Oh, we got contact.
Now, interesting. I think SGP's backed off from that one, hasn't he? So. Not wanting to make an overtake from being a bit of contact. It's still busy on that pack cam. Dave and Jimmy still battling along with Jason as Luke now closes in again. But this is where I don't know if Luke's tyres will make it, but this is where keeping calm will pay dividends as SGP goes through the final corner. As does Luke a little bit. Yeah, it's those.
He's on the power too early, and it's sending the car out. Like, he's not letting the car settle from the corner. He's way wide now.
Yeah, Pat Cam, someone was a bit deep as well. I think it might have been Jimmy. It may have been Dave the Arp, actually, behind Jimmy. Okay, yeah, so Luke's dropped back a little bit. And the thing is, in these cars, it is very easy to get the power down too soon. And end up facing the wrong direction. Okay, lap times. We've not really looked at lap times. SRI's last was a 35, been in the 34s. I think SGP was similar lap times. Pat Cam's still busy with Jimmy and Jason. I thought SRI was going the wrong way then. Oh, Luke is!
He's gone.
Oh dear. You know what that is? That's
Jimmy there.
Well, that corner is Hoagie's bogey.
Hoagie's bogey. SRI's deep, is it? Or is he trying a different line to try and get more straight line through here?
Maybe. Oh, Jimmy! Oh, he's just tagged Rich Blues up the rear end, sent Rich Blues through the corner, and making a move on Jason. Now, for Rich Blues, if he's been sent through the corner and he's ended up ahead of these two, should he be backing off?
Because it wasn't his fault. Oh, Jesus Christ! That was nearly a massive crash there. Good reactions from Dave the Hart, but it's put my wide. Oh, contact between Jimmy and it might have been Jason.
Quite possibly. Luke is into the pits. Probably not a bad decision there for Luke. I don't know if Rich was trying to give the position back there, but yeah, someone definitely had to take evasive. Oh, it's SGP going for a Verstappen, but again, with the contact, opting not to complete the overtake. So, a battle then still definitely going on for second place. George has opened up that gap once again. We've not seen him for a while. And there's Demon R still that straight behind these two.
Then there's, is that Arpal in the back of Luke now? So Luke has just dropped all the way back now. Oh, somebody doing a drift round to the turn. I think that was Jason.
Ooh.
Oh, side by side. He's got to give him space. You were sideways round that corner. You can't expect him to disappear. Yeah,
it's getting a little bit too physical there. As I think this is Bob. Bob's watching them. Arpal all over the. Oh, Luke. Yeah, Luke had a penalty. So that would be for pit entry.
Has he saved it? I think he saved it.
He didn't spin. He was serving a penalty.
It looked like he spun the way the car went.
Unless...
Out the hairpin, out the chicane.
Well, maybe he did get sideways, but he definitely served a penalty. Okay, so Demon R's lap times. Been in the 31, that would have been with a bit of boost. And then in the 33s, so currently lapping a second... Well, 2 seconds faster than George's last lap. George's laps are a little bit all over. Oh, yeah.
Should be able to make it to the end, but maybe. Oh, he just with all fours locked up, and he just went straight there.
Oh dear. Pat Cam still busy as ever. That's Twilight on the back of Jason, as SGP once again on the back of SRI. Yeah, that he has. Now, you mentioned about George's tyres. I mean, SRIs and SGPs at this level are fine. They can keep pushing. I think at the level George's are at, they will have dropped a level of grip. SRI definitely seems to be taking a different line to SGP round that corner. Pat Cam, Jason making moves. Is that Jason? Yeah, that's Jason.
Yeah, because SGP's with SRI. Oh, contact there, somebody. I think they were about 3 wide there.
Is that Jason and Jimmy again? Yeah.
Jimmy and I think it's Gary.
No, it's Nelly. Oh, George! Oh dear. Well, he needs to. He's got a bit. He's got a bit of time, but he needs to get it going. Yeah, that's for certain. Oh no!
What happened there? Is that weird the way that kind of went?
Yeah. Well, that will not have helped his tyres, especially now that SRI and SGP are making the moves, and George is not going to have the tyres to keep up pace with these two, I don't think.
Now, is this SGP's moment of, right, I need to push now, I just need to go for it and hope for the best?
Yeah, quite possibly. Pat Camp's still busy. Jimmy went a bit wide at the penultimate. I mean, well, you know what? For these two, there's a great opportunity of a victory here. Because, like I say, George's tyres, even though he's quick, his tyres won't have the grip.
He's better in that chicane than SRI.
Yeah.
He's always on the back end of SRI. What sides are going this time? He went inside last time and it didn't work for him. He's going round the outside.
He's going to go switch back. Oh no, George!
George just came in.
Yeah, I think George attempted to make a move there and realised his tyres didn't have the grip. So that, I was going to say, that may have cost SGP his chance, but he's gained close enough once again. As also on the pack cam, very busy and a lot going on.
He's trying to get there. SRI's gave him the room. SRI didn't close the door there. This is going to get interesting. Free for the lead. It's
SRI.
SGP hit the apex. George is losing it.
Yeah.
Is SGP going to do a move into turn one? Would you do a move into turn one? Or would you wait to get that slipstream on the straight?
I'd only do a move into turn one if I was already side by side on the straight. Given the nature, the turn one seems like such a simple 90-degree corner, but it really isn't that easy. So yeah, I'd wait and make the move from this point onwards. The problem for SGP though is that George is still there. So although he may want to attack, he may have to defend as well as SRI.
SRI wiggling too much, is that something you shouldn't be doing?
I think he's far enough ahead. Jason going for a big move down the inside of turn one. I think he got a move done on someone there.
Look at the difference between SRI and SGP through that chicane. Now SGP, is he going to go? He's going outside this time.
Now he's gonna switch it. He's gonna switch it. He's gonna break early. He's gonna switch back, hoping George doesn't collect him again, which he didn't. But SRI's kept that tight line, covered it off. May be able to get a move going down into the tight right-hander as Pat Camp busy once again. Jason bump drafted Dave the Arp. These three ever so close as George gets sideways.
He's just lighting up his rears. I would like to see his tires. Oh, SGP. Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Like George through. He just lit up the. I said George lighting up his tyres and SGP lit up his tyres.
Oh, look at George's tyres though. I mean, okay, there's only 2 laps to go, but they are going to be horrible. And there's a car catching them. It's on the pack cam. It's still really busy. I'm wondering if someone's a lap down and catching these guys up. Gary thought about making a move on Dave there. Tell you what, that pack cam is proper busy, so there's plenty for folks to watch here. I think George is going to be a bit of a sitting duck here for SGP, you know, especially given that SGP does seem to be quite strong through the chicane that they're heading down to now.
Yeah, as SRI doing his wiggle. Well, George didn't really follow him, so George was out his slipstream. How's he going to get the power down out of here?
Look,
it doesn't seem too bad now.
Yeah.
He's getting closer to SRI than SGP. I thought SGP would have got closer.
Yeah, so did I. And the car that's catching up to them is a red and white one. There's George trying to make the move up the inside, but I think SRI should be brave here. He's got better tyres than George. So yeah, hang it out round the outside, be confident, cover the brakes, and yeah, George is not going to be able to make a move through here unless SRI makes a mistake, because he just
that car like hell.
Yeah, maybe he needs Latifi. Pat Camp still busy as anything. Okay, now SRI and SGP's tyres have got to a level of lost an extra level of grip, but we're now onto the last lap of the race. SGP ever so close to the back of George. George can't get near the apex. Then he can't get the power down.
Yeah, SGP's got through, but then that's going to give George a slipstream through the straight here.
Yeah, that it is. But I think he's going to struggle on the exit of the hairpin. I tell you what, Demon R's close. Demon R is real close.
Yeah, he's just came out
There he is.
Oh, if it all goes tits up in front, Demon R could win.
Well, yeah, he's got better tyres than the 3 cars in front of him. And he's been pumping in lap times in the 33s, and these guys have been doing 34s, 37s, 36s, 35s. Okay, well, SGP has closed on SRI through that chicane, and Demon R is gaining more. We've never had a Champions Challenge turn into a win.
Could this be the night? We've got limited numbers of corners to go. I don't fucking know. So that's
No, Michael, no.
Oh, SRI went wide. SGP's taking a tighter line.
He's having a look. Can't get it done. Pat Cam still busy. George trying to make a move on SGP. That frees up SRI actually. He's just got one more corner to go. Get it slowed down. Get it going again. George sliding all over the place for what a finish. And Demon R does end up right behind him. Luke, you know what? He had a great race early on. It's just unfortunate that his tyres went on him. He did. Yeah, but he's had a great race to finish 5th. Art Pal went for that very early pit stop. It's worked for him overall. As we're busy.
Somebody went wide there. 3 wide.
Well, there was 3 wide and someone even wide.
Yeah, that's
not entirely sure who. Yeah. Oh, Jason. Yeah, Jason very wide now, trying to make a move up the inside of Twilight. Gary's mate. I don't really know what's been happening there. It's all crazy. As Jimmy, yeah, it looks like Jimmy's tyres have. It looks like he's pitted and put the first set on again. As Numpty also struggling to get across the finish, get around the final corner, I should say. But wow, what a race to end on! What a race! Oh, need a breather.
When was the last time I'd finished like that?
It's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, I must admit, I do think having more cars on the grid has obviously helped with all of the action. I mean, it's not often that we've watched races, and I mean, to be fair, trying to watch what's happening on the pack cam is difficult because there's so much happening on the main screen. But that's why we have the pack cam, because if we didn't, sometimes you'd never see anything other than whatever the battle is at the front. But what a race. Congratulations to SRI on taking the victory there, which I wouldn't be surprised if sat on the grid after qualifying, wasn't thinking about a potential race win, but then seeing SGP and Luke, not Luke, SGP and George have their issues at turn 1 and drop to the back, opened up an opportunity that SRI and Luke gave us a great battle for. And it is, I mean, it is also another, it shows why, another reason why we do the Champions Challenge. So the person that's won the championship more than likely has won most of the races, or at least has been up there at the front. You remove them out of the equation, it gives opportunities for others. Now, George may have felt that he'd got this one in the bag, given his pace over the last few races, but I don't know if it was overconfidence or pushing too hard, but his tyres just weren't there for him, were they?
No, and then we seen when he was braking, it looked like the tyres were locking up, and he was just going straight that little bit. I've seen it at the chicane a couple of times. That's it, and a couple of corners as if he's just, they were all locking up and he was going straight, and then maybe getting on the power and sliding it round was just digging up the rubber too much. Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I like how you can't see me and I'm trying to do hand movements to explain it.
The thing, I do that all the time. Of all of the videos that I've done, like lap guides and all that kind of stuff, when I'm talking about stuff, you wouldn't believe the amount of times I'm actually like, I'll be pointing at the screen going, the braking point's there, 100 meters, and then I'm thinking, no one can fucking see me. So I do that all the time.
Yeah, you know that scene, Mr. Bean, where he learns about the middle finger and goes about driving and he's pointing the middle finger up to other drivers?
No, I
No,
never
you
really
never
watched
seen it?
Mr. Bean.
I'll need to send you the meme.
Right.
But on a cooldown lap, me and SGP were side by side and I was doing that.
Well, I suppose on VR, yeah. It's like, yeah, 3 points at Monza. But no, fair play to SRI, one of his best racers in a long time. And not only that, from what I can gather during practice, wasn't sure if a one-stop was doable for him, but comfortably done a one-stop here today. All right, yeah, I see the one you're on about. So yeah, well done to SRI. Should mention as well, congratulations again to Demon R for winning the championship. And I have just seen that I haven't. The standings picture's a little bit wonky, but we should be all right. It's got me wondering now whether actually the points are right. Should be. Okay, Ray, would you like to take us through the confirmed race result?
Confirmed race result. First place, SRI, 20 points. Fantastic race for him. With SGP, got what was I about to say? George and Luke. All them having a great race at the start and the end of the race. Second place SGP after his spin at his accident at turn 1 with George hitting the back of him, spinning him. Second place, great place to get back to, especially if you're back at the pack and having to get through them all again. Third place for, and then he had the battle with SRI and George as well. Third place for George, 15 points. He had the pace to stay up in the lead. I think he was pushing it too much. He had the accident at the start, and then he had his spin out of the last corner. It had a spin at turn 1, and then it was a weird one. It's as if the back wheel hit the barrier and it bounced the car back round. Sometimes the physics on GT7 don't kind of represent what the car would do, really. As if I think he had a bloody bouncing ball on his back wheel, the way it sent his car around. So unlucky for him. That gave SGP and SRI positions on him. He done well to fight with them. Fantastic. Fourth place Demon R, 13 points. What a race for him. Like, was nearly a lap down with the Champions Challenge, and to pull it through. So would Demon R been better off doing a one stop, not losing that extra time of a stop?
Maybe, but what I would say is he had 2 spins, which would have cost him more than the 2 or 3 seconds he was behind the leaders. So without those spins, maybe further up the road. I mean, I think he had the tyre life to do the one stop. I think it was a tactical decision that made. It's a tricky one, you know, because if he'd have been able to get up into 6th place on that first set of tyres, then maybe could have made it work. Because once he was in 6th and there was a car behind him that had no boost, he had the pace to pull away. When he was in that 7th position, the cars behind have boost, a bit harder to pull away. So I genuinely don't know if the one stop would have benefited more. It's a very difficult one to say, but that's the thing with us having the boost on. It is difficult to say. Whereas if we didn't have any boost on, we would definitely know. Okay, well, if you're 2-stopping, it's going to cost you, like, let's say a pit stop here is 20 seconds. If you're 2-stopping, that's 40 seconds. You've got to make up that extra 20 seconds in lap time, or you don't do the extra pit stop and you make sure you don't lose the extra 20 seconds by looking after your tyres. But yeah, so it's a tricky one to know, really.
Yeah, and then we have 5th place, Le Mans, Luke, 12 points. He had a great start of the race. He kept SRI behind him, and then it was in the tyre phase. It was getting a wee bit hairy for him. I'll use that expression, hairy for him. And then he started just losing maybe confidence in the car with that tyre phase changing. We've seen a couple of sideways moments out of the chicane after the first long straight, sorry. We've seen that, and then did see him go wide a couple of times in the last sector with the sharp bends, but I wouldn't be down on myself for that. I'd be happy.
Yeah, he has had a good race there. It's just, been unfortunate.
And then 6th place, Art Pal with 11 points. He needs to worry about walls. I don't know what it is. He loves the walls.
What, the pit walls, yeah.
Pit walls. But that was unlucky for him. He'd done it twice, unfortunately. But he was having good battles, and within what we could see, the Pat Cam was mega busy. Yeah, it was mental. He has a minus 2 points, but we'll get to that after we've finished this.
Okay.
7th place, Dave the Heart, 10 points. 10 points.
Come on, put your teeth in.
Oh, your mum's got them, I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh.
So yeah, he had good battles. We've seen him. We were on board him a few times, and he was having good battles. It was manic in the pack, and what's this? His second race back, third race back.
Second race back.
Second race back, and he's there at the top of the pack.
Yep.
And it's a car that it's not easy to get used to straight away. So he's doing well, coming back. Can't wait to see what he does next season. 8th place, Rich Blues, 9 points. We've seen him in the pack as well quite a lot. He was bumped ahead of 2 cars, which wasn't his fault. So
that was something that I think we do need to have a talk about that, but we'll talk about that after you've finished going through this.
Yeah, so if he was bumped and not taken, and it wasn't off the track, then all was well be. But he had quite a good battles and whatnot, so I'm happy. 8th place with 9 points. 9th place, former Gary with 8 points. Did we really see Gary? I can't remember. So much was going on.
Well, we did see him. He was well within the action. Difficult to pinpoint specific moments because of so much happening.
Yeah. But 9th place, 8 points. Well done, Gary. 10th place, Jason with 7 points. We see Jason further up the standings, and then I don't know what's happened.
Half of Jimmy's car's on his is what happened.
Yeah, and there was a lot of battles. So 10 points, 10 place, 7 points, correction. But yeah, it was manic. 11th place for Twilight and 6 points. He'd quite a good race. He went wide a couple of times. He had that one spin that I remember out of the last corner, didn't he?
Yeah, yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I know he had a
track
couple of corners that were like bogey corners for him. The right-hander before going under the hotel, and the like penultimate and final corner, just struggling to get the right speed and line through there. But yeah, other than that, he's done really well around a track that he's not particularly keen on.
Yeah, and plus, probably the first time most of these drivers have drove around there. So, good on you. 12th place, Jimmy, 5 points. We've seen Jimmy here, there and everywhere.
Yeah. He nearly ended up in the pirate ship.
Yeah. I think, don't take the tyres all the way to the end, Jimmy. Find the sweet spot. I know you're in the pack, but you want to be able to brake without making any contact or going deep. Unable to accelerate, that you're able to get out the corners. So try and find that sweet spot, maybe for next season, of, right, I think I should change my tyres now. I'm kind of...
These are too far.
These are too far, and I'm over-driving them. Go on.
I was just going to say, one thing I think I've noticed recently is on GT that, depending on the car and the tyre wear, but so for example, this championship, if your tyre wear got down to about 25% remaining, you should be pitting and changing the tyres, because you're going to be losing so much time and grip. You're better off pitting. And I do think it is more of a feature. So like in days gone by, you could take the tyres all the way down to a slither and you'd be okay, but then once the slither appeared or the slither's gone, you could carry on. That's not the case anymore. So yeah, I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, 13th place, Tiny Bob, 4 points. He was in the battles. We've seen him in there with the pack. He was mid-pack, just at the back of the pack, but I think he did a good race. Tiny Bob, he's an older gentleman, and not that I'm age
bias
or anything,
ageist,
ageist, but he did a good race, and for him to come in, what's this, his second race as well? I think he started at Brazil.
Might be second or third race, yeah.
And in there in the pack, having battles, not see, well, what we've seen, not too much contact, and when there is, kind of putting his hands up and letting the car go and whatnot. Not his car, the other car go, you know.
I think a more important, perhaps, part of it as well is, I do believe he said he thoroughly enjoyed this race, and that's the thing. You don't have to be battling for the win to enjoy the racing. But yeah.
And yeah, so fantastic. And then 40th place, Nelly. I don't know what happened to it with 3 points. Don't know what happened to Nelly, because he was up there, was it? He was in 4th place at one point.
Very early on. Well, what happened was he went for the pit lane. He avoided the pit wall, but he also avoided putting a new set of tyres on.
Oh yeah, he done. So he done like 3 pit stops then.
Yeah. Something must have happened towards the end as well, though.
Yeah, but yeah, we don't know kind of what.
Well, is it that we don't know, or is it that we don't care?
Don't know, because I've not looked at his actual footage to
well,
be what.
I was joking, but anyway, we just don't know.
Yeah. But hopefully he can let us in on it next time. So 40th place with 3 points. Now you're going to talk to us about that, pal.
Yes. Okay. So there wasn't any. There was a report placed from this race, but it got retracted. The penalty for Art Pal is from last week's race. Now, you may remember us saying that the stewards were having a look at a report, but needed a bit more time to come to a decision. So I'll give you a little bit of information on that. So it was on lap 24. Driver saying, last corner till after the pit lane, feel I got fairly alongside Art Pal, but no room was given when the pit lane started and I received the penalty. Now, at this point, I will put in the video of the incident. Now, it has resulted in a stage 1 penalty of sheer bad luck, -2 penalty points for Art Pal. And interestingly, the stewards on the day couldn't sort of work out what the right course of action was to do, and gave themselves some time. And when they came back to meet, they asked each other, right, have you come to a conclusion? Yes, yes. What's the decision? Penalty, penalty. Okay, what's the reason? And they gave exactly the same reason. And that is that although the pit entry is there at Brazil and both drivers were technically in the pit entry, the way that corner is and the pit entry is doesn't mean that if you're in that pit entry you have to pit. So unfortunately for Art Pal, we believe he probably thought SRI was pitting and he took a normal line, but unfortunately for him, and this is where the sheer bad luck bit comes in, SRI wasn't pitting and was side by side with Art Pal, deserving of room just before the white line at the triangle begins. Now, obviously, had there been a white line from the left side of the track across the pit lane entry to where the triangle sort of restarts, then it may have been a different situation. For example, had it been SRI going technically off the track and then being alongside, then it wouldn't have been a penalty. But yeah, unfortunately for Art Pal, 2-point penalty for unluckily not leaving enough space. Okay, now we can talk about the Rich Blues getting punted up the bum and overtaking. I'm trying to think, did he overtake 2 cars? Well, not really. He got hit up the rear end, which I think might have been by Jimmy, and it sent him across the corner, so he cut the corner. Jimmy ended up battling with Jason in the corner and getting ahead of him, and then at the next corner it looked like Rich perhaps let Jimmy through. Now, you may have thought that the car he was letting through was the car that he'd overtaken from cutting the corner, but it wasn't. Now, you mentioned if you get hit up the arse end and you overtake 2 cars while you're still on the track, there's no problem there. But if you get hit up the arse end, cut a corner and end up gaining places, yes, technically you haven't done anything wrong, but you have gained an unfair advantage. Now, I do know we had that with Steve F1 in a race. It was at Le Mans in the tight right-hander after Indianapolis corner before heading up to the Porsche curves. He got hit up the arse end. It sent him across the corner, and I think he gained about 3 or 4 places. And if I remember rightly, at that time we said, okay, Steve hasn't technically done anything wrong. However, he has gained places that he doesn't deserve to have gained. And I think we said at that point, in that kind of situation, you should be giving those positions back, but also the person that hit you through the corner should be not gaining any advantage whatsoever either. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and also not to gain any advantage on the person he hit through the corner as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because that bit is very, very importante. Okay, right. Shall we move on to the confirmed championship standings?
Yeah, can do.
Okay, so topping the table once again, Demon R on 149 points. You may notice as well from the champions picture, I've stopped putting the stars on because he's lost count. SGP second place, so does jump above Steve F1, only by 2 points though. Steve F1 dropping down to third place with his dead wheel, which hopefully Thrustmaster will just give him a brand new one that works properly. SRI fourth place, rounds off to 100 points. Well done to him with that victory. Jason fifth place on 91 points. Excuse me. Art Powell takes sixth place with 86 points, and Nelly only 6 behind him in seventh. So for Nelly, quite a shame then that he ended up at the back of the grid in this race, because he may have been much closer to Art Powell. Dobbo in 8th place, 75 points for him. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on in future championships and see if he is going to be a genuine title contender. Twilight 9th place, which isn't bad actually considering he's had a few difficulties. 58 points, 3 ahead of Formula Gary in 10th place. Then we've got a bit of a gap down to Jimmy in 11th, with Jimmy not being able to make a few of the races, so 36 points to him, and he finishes ahead of his main rival, Rich Blues, in 12th place on 32 points. Luke, having done 2 races, takes 13th place on 24 points. Well done to him. And Dave the Harp, with him doing 2 races back as well, 14th place and 20 points for him. 15th is Tiny Bob, 13 points. Well done to him. And also Conrad rounds out the championship standings in 16th place on 7 points, but unfortunately not able to race anymore. So that's the final championship standings. What do we do now, Ray? Because there's no flyover to do.
I don't know. Call it a night.
It's not a bad idea, that. I think that's what we should do then.
Call it a night.
Yeah. Right, thanks everybody. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, smash that notifications bell. And if you do want to get involved in the Dynamic GT League, check us out on Facebook and come and join our practice sessions on Thursdays. Although this Thursday we won't be on. Actually, go on.
We forgot one thing.
What?
Forgot to thank the drivers, the admins, the stewards, you for the videos that you produce.
Which ones? These ones or my porn ones?
Not seen your doggy porn.
Doggy porn. Oh dear. No comment. And I was waiting for you anyway to do the thanking of the drivers, but yeah, I second what Ray says. Now, for you drivers, I know for some of you this championship has been a tough one. Perhaps struggled a bit with the car, maybe a couple of the tracks, but great to see a fantastic turnout for the final race of the championship. Long may that continue, and we will update you in the very, very near future about what is going to be happening in the next championship. Right, that's it folks, that's all we've got. So yeah, final thank yous, Ray.
Thank you, everybody.
Right. That's it. I forgot what me out in tagline was. What is it? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again soon.
Ta-da!